welterweight championship showdown between Colby Covington and Tony Ferguson. All right, so here he is, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Tony Ferguson, and here's a guy who a lot of these fellow lightweights believe represents the toughest matchup for them. Just hard to know what's coming. Truly a 5-tool player, and he will look to put all those skills to good use yet again here tonight.
I mean, you point to the Josh Thompson fight, the beautiful elbow that he landed to split him open, and it shows you the diversity of Tony Ferguson. And you have to remember, he was a national champion at Grand Valley State University.
Right.
So if he needs to, he can be a guy that has the ability to take you down and just brutalize you on the ground. Not only brutalize you, but he has a great ability to submit his opponents, as he showed when he won the title fight in Kevin Lee.
And he is most happy when he's in a fight, right? Certainly a guy who loves to train, as is well documented. Just the way he attacked the knee injury rehabilitation just shows you his true colors. And I know I speak for the MMA fans around the world, very happy to see El Cucuy back in the octagon here tonight. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash here. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to take his opponent down and get off some of that patented ground and pound.
Yes, and once he's on top, he starts to just gain control first. He does not try to rush to the next position because he understands whether or not he's in the guard, half guard, or side control, he can find ways to land big damage. In the side control, he does a really good job of going knee on belly, posturing his body all the way to the top, and just coming down with big punches. Boom, once he lands, he goes back and he secures. Then he goes back to find another big strike. He does not waste energy just throwing little rabbit punches. Everything has to matter, as you've seen in some of the great ground and pound fighters we've ever seen, like Jack Hermanson, guy that beats you into the bottom of the octagon until you roll over and give up your neck to get submitted.
Yeah, nothing pitter-patter about it.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, presenting the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Colby Chaos Covington.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
You see that a lot of times with wrestlers versus grapplers, right? The wrestler gets on top. He's got the strong base and the grappler can't move him. He ends up stuck down there, wasting time. Wrestler starts to advance position and get grounded pound off. Again, in the clinch.
Well, he told us on Thursday you don't get pinned, and this might just be a matter of time. In the fight. Side control now. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Good work from the top here by Covington.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 1. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Covington. He's having his way with him here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Covington's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, countering, it looks like with a bottom flu choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine by submitting his opponent. Incredible. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
Go, guys, work.
Seconds winding down in the opening round. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Ferguson.
All right, listen, you did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not worry about the knees, let's not worry about the strikes.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Ooh, that uppercut landed for him. And an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Close guard. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You gotta defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Tony Ferguson. The ground and pound has been there all night. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, good work here to the body by Covington. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Ferguson. Covington ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count.
Nowadays, you see guys just throwing little shots that don't really matter. Very few guys now are committed to ground and pound as they were in the past.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, he's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, useful strike on the ground, that was.
Hey, stop!
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent. This young man has mastered. He has mastered ground and pound fight.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Well, as we call on the unofficial numbers, 88 total strikes and counting have now landed for Colby Covington. Well, 3 out of every 4 shots finding the target, 75% the accuracy rate thus far against Tony Ferguson. Watch the shot to the body. Winded up on the right there to no avail. All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Covington's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Covington's pass is denied. Ferguson's looking for a Darce choke here. Get a finish here. Nicely done. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Covington. Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC.
Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You are winning this fight. I need you to stay doing what you're doing. All right? He's very open to body shots right now. I want you to go out there and I want you to...
All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the metal of the guy inside of the ounce. Big punch lands through the middle.
Oh, nice offering there by Tony Ferguson. We'll see if he can follow it up here, champ.
I mean, he usually does. He does not let guys off the hook. Tony Ferguson is a guy that has a killer's mindset. When he gets you hurt, he's looking to finish.
Pretty good right hand. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe.
And with authority, goes to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Ferguson's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Ground and pound strike is true. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Ferguson. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Well, he's got his back now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Ferguson's pass attempt denied. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Covington. Less than a minute to go in the round. 45 seconds remain in the round. I mean, how many can he take? All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but...
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. He's attacking armbar now.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch. And every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
Change level, you take that shot, you take him down.
Fifth and final round.
Leg kick. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up?
And he landed the right hand there. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
DC didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
All right, single collar tie now. Nice punch by Ferguson. He can truly do it all. Oh, he missed with that right hand. Ferguson.
What a beautiful takedown.
and this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there.
Oh, man, notice how he's walking him over to try to get a windshield choke. Oh, wow, oh!
Excuse me? Windshield choke.
A windshield choke. He took the armor with him. Oh, now he's in trouble. Oh, my goodness, he got the finish. He got the finish with a windshield choke in an octagon fight. That's amazing.
I don't sign the bonus checks, but you're rocking a windshield choke in the octagon. You got to think 50 G's coming his way.
I mean, that's very, very rare and very hard to pull off without wearing a gi. Holy smokes!
So yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep, perfect technique, and ultimately that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled. He's so tricky. He's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world,